Every year, the sports team at KOAM releases our annual Pigskin Preview, highlighting all of our local high school football teams in the 4 states area. Now, in that preview, there's a place where we predict each team's record. Sometimes we get it right, other times we get it wrong. In some cases, we get them really wrong. So for this Christmas Eve, we present you the segment, Knew It or Blew It. Let's begin.
Where we knew it.
We hit the Lamar Tigers right on the nose. We had Lamar going 8-1 in the regular season, and that's exactly what happened. Lamar lost their only game this season in mid-September to the Seneca Indians, and then after that, the Tigers ran the table for the remainder of the season. The Tigers went on to win the Class II state title game, and that includes Jared Beshore's second state title as Lamar head coach.
Where we blew it.
This one deserves to be in the top of the list. We really blew it with the Wyandotte Bears this year. We had them going 3-7 in the Pigskin Preview. Former Carl Junction head coach Doug Buckmaster comes over to lead the Bears, and he got them off to a 7-0 start before the season ultimately ended up with a 10-3 record. This is a team that had a 2-8 record the year before in 2022, so this was easily the biggest turnaround this season that we saw in the 4 states.
Where we knew it.
Well, sometimes college is much harder to predict than high school, and we hit the nail on the head with the Missouri Southern Lions. We had them finishing with a 5-6 record, and that's exactly the record they finished with. At times, the season didn't look pretty for Missouri Southern, and they picked up that 5th win of the season in the very last game of the year for a double overtime win over the Missouri Western Griffins. This season was Southern's best record since 2014.
Where we blew it.
We blew it with the Parsons Vikings. We knew they would be good, but we didn't expect them to be that good. Clearly, this was a team that we really overlooked. We had the Parsons going 5-3 in the Pigskin Preview, and they proved us ultimately wrong when they went 7-1 in the regular season. A lot of that had to do with the Vikings running back Jamarian Washington, who had over 1,500 rushing yards on the ground this past season.
Where we knew it.
Well, we knew Pitt State was probably going to win the MIAA, and well, they did just that. We had them going 11-0, but the Gorillas went 10-1 in the regular season, so we count that as close enough. Pitt State's only loss came from that 1-point game against Missouri Western. So in a lot of ways, Pitt State should have gone undefeated in the regular season, but after a second consecutive season with a second-round playoff loss, head coach Brian Wright left the program to take the head coaching job at Northern Arizona. Pitt State opted to replace Wright with former defensive coordinator Tom Anthony as new head coach.
Where we blew it.
Last but not least, we blew it with the Seneca Indians again. Second year in a row that this team has made this segment. We had Seneca going 7-2 in our Pigskin Preview, and they were one of the very few teams in our area to go undefeated in the regular season. Seneca advanced all the way to the Class III state title game and finished as runner-ups for the first time since 2013. So there you have it. Knew it or blew it. And of course, we had several other options to choose from, but these were a handful of teams that stood out to me. So we'll try to be better at our Pigskin predictions next fall, and well, we hope you enjoyed this segment. We'll be right back after this.